Alright guys, here we are back again, getting ready to start tearing down into the 05. So my buddy with the Harley truck decided to pick up the headlights, the mirrors, the tail lights, and the third brake light off this truck. Not quite sure what we're going to do with this yet. Still kicking around the idea of doing the 6.7 front end conversion since we picked up a all black leather Lariat interior for the truck. So what we're going to be doing is getting this engine and transmission out. Remember, this transmission died on the second day of having the compounds on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this engine out, and it's going to be making its way into our 2004 long bed. Yes, happens to be silver again. And that's just a flip project, just something to make our money, or at least a good portion of our money back from what we're dumping into this thing for getting our new motor done on it. I will be getting the core short block torn apart to be able to get that shipped over to a machine shop in town. Finally got a place locked in to do that. A lot of places I was able to contact, just they really didn't want to do a torque plate, and working on cars all day long at work, the last thing I want to be doing is tearing into this thing, having any other issues if we decide to turn it up past 800, 900 horsepower. So we're going to be getting this thing out. The low mileage, I think it's like 120,000 mile tranny that I picked up for this thing that I was just going to throw back in it. We're actually going to stick into the 04 as well. It's a two-wheel drive unit, so we're going to steal the four-wheel drive tail housing and output shaft out of the burn-up tranny that's in the truck right now, and it to go into the 04. The 04 tranny is a known good used unit. We don't know how many miles is on it, but it'll be nice to have that just laying around. It'll help bump the value of the truck up. So the next few clips, not sure how long this video is going to take to come out because we're just getting this slowly torn into as need be. But we'll be in the next few times of this video, or in some other portions of some videos to come, we'll be getting this torn apart. We'll be getting torn into the 04. The 04 is already stripped down to a short block, so we'll be yanking that out the front, and then we'll be dropping the transmission down out of the truck. So it'll be some good videos for you guys that are trying to do it at home. Again, don't have a big shop here, unfortunately, where I work. Yes, we do have a lot of lifts, but it's not a really easy accessible place for vehicles that come in dead on the hook that you and a few coworkers can't push. So that place, we're super busy, we're slammed all day long. Last thing I want to do is try to tie up work over a weekend with one of these and try to have to get it back out over the weekend with what we're trying to do. So we did pick up a all black 2008 or 2009, so 6.4 leather interior. So while the engine and trans is down and out of this truck, we will be doing some videos on swapping that. That's kind of been done before. I forget Zach's last name, but check him out on YouTube if you haven't seen his videos. He does all the 6.4, 6.7 dash conversions. I think he did one or two front end conversions, but mainly he does the interior stuff. So we'll probably be taking the easy way out and just doing the swap helper stuff. It is a little expensive, but it should make it nice and simple in case I do ever get a different 6.0 truck. If I do ever get into a 6.7 or something else and just decide to have a fun truck, this stuff can always come out, go into that one, or I'm pretty sure they're going to hold their value really well, as nobody else has come out with anything yet. So stay tuned to that. We're going to get tearing into this to get the compound kit off. I'm actually going to post it for sale. If it sells, it sells. It doesn't, it doesn't. There's just some things I would like to redo for the Chargers I plan to run. And if it doesn't sell, hey, we'll rock her till the wheels fall off. Also spoke with the guys at River City Diesel. We did get on the wait list for a Thumper 2 for this thing. It's not going to be needed, but I'd rather spend a little bit more money. I think a new Motorcraft H-Pop is almost $800. Why not spend the extra $500 and jump into a pump that we will never need to grow out of, and it's just should fill the need that we have for our oil with our injectors. Still kicking around the idea of going hybrids or conventionals. River City highly recommended the conventional route with daily driving the truck. The way that conventional fuels, they say, I've never had hybrids, so I don't know, so I can't speak for hybrids, but they say how a conventional fuels compared to a hybrid, it's much more manageable in that aspect. So them guys have been doing it for a long time. I spoke about a year ago with Maryland Diesel Performance. Those guys have been in the 6-liter game a very long time. So we're more than likely going to try that. I do build my own injectors. I still do have a set of custom super metal nozzles from Dynamite Diesel. They're 75s over, so we might try a set of 250 or 285 75 conventionals. We will have the oil to, you know, be able to work those injectors to their full potential. Don't think we're gonna need it with what I have in store, with all the engine mods we're gonna do. So again, guys, it's just a quick short video, just letting you know where we're at. This is gonna come out before the finished video for the Harley. We're running into some issues with that. If you guys remember, I said the truck was having issues when we bought it. So we're still working through some of those growing pains. The truck wasn't very well maintained, unfortunately. The nice thing is that it was, you know, very low mileage, but you know, there she is right there hiding anyways. But we got those all worked out. So we're waiting on some parts to come in, and we'll get that video all wrapped up and get you guys, I know the video you've been waiting for, which is the TurboTime USA lightning bolt solenoid versus stock solenoid. Now this is going to be the GXR 11 as it came straight from them with the solenoid they provided, and then we'll be swapping that in. And then for shits and giggles, we're going to be swapping it into the 03, which is our two-wheel drive crew cab short bed silver 6.0, just for you guys that, you know, maybe, you know, you want to see, like, is it really worth it for me to spend that money, or is it only really worth it on a bigger truck? All right, guys, well, here we are. We got the downpipe off, got our, well, we got our inner stage pipe off, got our crossover pipe off, and then we took our downpipe off, and then our oil drain underneath. So that's why I kind of designed this kit the way I did. Is I could literally just throw a 4-inch downpipe back in, throw the hot side pipe back on, and literally be pretty much in a cold air and be smog legal. So since this kit is up for sale, I figured I'll also kind of add this into the video for if somebody does end up buying it. So you literally just pop the V-bend there, pop the V-bend right here. This upper half of the downpipe comes out, and then you literally just take the clamp off the back of the stock turbo, take your oil fill tube off, then you take your 4 bolts loose there. You can slide that guy out. You can still do it with the inner stage pipe on. Inner stage pipe is just one clamp there, one clamp on the 45 boot on the inlet of, yep, that's right, stock 03 Charger. So I figured I'd give a quick little update. We're getting ready to get the alternator off of here and stuff. Don't need to obviously be doing that, but doing this in preparation to pulling this engine out, as we're going to be taking the whole entire front of this truck off for the engine to come out the front. Also, we will be dropping the transmission first, as this cab will not be coming off. So one thing I did too is I routed my cone filtration hose this way. I was going to make a bracket to come off the stud right here too, because I had electric fans, but so I could have my cone filtration kit over here, or you can make the lines longer, set it over there, whatever you want to do. So, and for you guys wondering, the way I got my single battery to work is I went down to the radio store. The biggest they had was a 2-watt, and so I would have done this as a 4-watt personally, and then routed it all nicely around here. But I did a big power strip, or lug strip, whatever you want to call it. But I have my stud right there, and you can see my battery cable running right there off, and it goes down to my starter. So I have my main battery source right here on it. This one used to be on there too. I noticed no difference. So, because this is your other crossover that was factory. So it does spin over a little slow on a single new Group 65, but I think with the 4-aught you'd be fine. The 2-aught's just quite not enough. So we'll be changing that around too when the time comes to put this all back together with the new setup. So stay tuned, and I'll show you guys after we get this atmospheric charger off and a few other things ripped off this bad girl. Oh guys, and just like that, it's all off. So I just disconnect the drain, pull my 3 bolts on my mount, and I yank the whole charger off, and she's just like that. So probably end the video off here. So we're gonna sit there and do some final removal of all this stuff. But it's getting late, as you can see. It's pretty dark out. So again, like, comment, subscribe. There's gonna be a lot of content coming. You know, I do work, you know, about 50 hours plus a week, so it's gonna take some time for some things to get moving forward. So after this video, expect the Harley finished video to be coming out with that lightning bolt video, or it might be its own, and then we'll be jumping on the 04, getting it disassembled to get this engine and the other transmission. So there'll be some kind of do-it-yourself tidbits on those videos. I'm not going to show step-by-step how to remove an engine and all that. I'll probably just hit the high points, as I'm sure if you really want to watch an hour-and-a-half long video of every nut and bolt, they're already out there. So stay tuned, guys. Peace. Take care. Good. Please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the videos to come. See ya. Peace.